Calling a hotline and speaking with a stranger about your suicidal thoughts may seem daunting, but there's nothing to worry about. Let's walk through what happens when you call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. When you dial the hotline, your call will go to a center full of volunteers that will ensure you remain anonymous. You may be placed on hold for a few moments while the volunteers finish helping other callers, but they do care about you. Please wait to be patched through. Once a volunteer answers your call, they will let you know that they're there to listen. Be open about your thoughts and feelings. If you seem to be in immediate danger, the volunteer will track down emergency services in your local area. When the volunteer is certain you aren't in immediate danger, they will ask you some questions like these. Do you feel like you can't go on any longer? Do you have a plan? Do you have access to therapy? Answer questions honestly. The volunteers will not be judgmental. They simply want to help you in any way they can. Some people call the hotline to speak with a sympathetic listener more than once. Many callers report later that calling in was extremely helpful. If you are struggling with thoughts of suicide or know someone who is, please call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline now at 1-800-273-8255 and press 1 for military members, veterans, and concerned family and friends.
Welcome everybody to LCTV's coverage of the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series racing, brought to you by Papa Rock's Accessories, along with Susan Harness, with official partners of the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. Live racing here tonight from Bristol Motor Speedway for race number 7 of the very first season of the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. Track information here: 0.52 miles, the shortest track on the NASCAR circuit. Located in Bristol, Tennessee. Check temperature right now at 68 degrees. Doing some night track short racing here. As you can tell, partly cloudy, 3% humidity, and 68 degrees north. 68 degrees air temperature. Starting on the pole here, Jason Barham. On the outside, CJ Gates, Jay Sperry, Jim Ott there in row 2, Roy Atchison, Jim Wilson row 3, and then Blaze Tatum round out the field. Pace car is off and we're ready to go. Green flag racing here from Bristol. Green flag is out. We're underway here for race 7 at Bristol. Jason Barham with a great start. He's going to hold off the 13 just a bit. Also, usually the preferred lane is the outside lane. On short runs, it's usually kind of sometimes the inside. But what you got to do is going to make sure you arc it. Here comes 13, a big run at 83. Goes to the inside. Can he clear him? Yes, he does. 13, CT Gates down to the race lead. That's what I was talking about. You gotta go high, and then you gotta go kind of arc it down in the bottom. You gotta go enter high. You go next to the wall in the middle, and then you turn down. So CZ Gates to the race lead now. Jason Barham still right there in second though. Then we got Chase Berry in the 11 machine. Seems like he changes numbers every single week. He's currently sitting there, right there at P3. As I've heard a car on the wall. So far, keeping it green. 225 laps here at Bristol. It's going to be a pretty lengthy one, but appreciate you all watching tonight's stream. As right now, 58 and the 23 going out of here. 58, Justin Wilson won the last 2 weeks in a row. Looking to try to make that 3 in a row here at Bristol. Very different track than what he won at the last 2 weeks, though. He won at Auto Club and one at Texas. So going to two pretty big tracks, a 2 mile and a mile and a half. Going to a half mile. We're going to see if he's a good all-around racer, just a good big track racer. Right now, Chase Berry's looking to try to get around the 13 machine, the 83, excuse me. Yeah, actually, 83, I think he's going to hit the wall right there. That means he's going to get past the 11, the 3, and the 58. So he's going to fall back all the way to 5th here. So went all the way from the pole back to 5th. Now he's going to fire for Blaze Tatum for that 5th spot. So he's going to knock him back to 6th. Here comes J.R. Hager now underneath him. Oh, it's some contact. The Blaze Tatum's going to go around. Excuse me. Jason Barham's going to go around. He just cut down across the nose of J.R. Hager and spun. But that's a common miscue at Bristol, actually, of just that happening. That happens actually quite often. We'll take a look back at what happened here. He went up high. J.R. Hager was inside. I think he kind of checked up because he saw Blaze Tatum right there, and J.R. Hager was already kind of in his corner panel. That's no one's really at fault there. It's actually, it's just kind of, it's just Bristol racing, honestly. Typical Bristol, honestly. But yeah, it's right here. So the 23 is 18. Excuse me. Got a big run. 83 has a check up, and J.R. Hager didn't notice he had to check up and just got into the background. Nothing like he could really do. But so we're gonna go back live here now. So I believe pit road is open. Yes, so Kirk Sater's going to come down, JC Barrett's going to come down and get that damage fixed. So there's actually a lot more than 7 cars. It's actually, looks like 11 cars. I'm not quite sure, the grid only showed that many, but, yes, also the stages are on lap 70, no. Okay, based on looking at this, pretty sure they're on lap 75 and lap 125, so. So we got 75 laps and we got 50 laps. And then we got the remaining 100 laps, so. As pitch lights are going to go off this time. Oh, maybe not. They're going to stay on. Pit road speed here, by the way, is 35 miles an hour. Not sure if we get that. No, we don't. But CJ Gates now up front. He's led 12 laps so far. So Jason Merrill led the first one. He's led the remaining of them. As you see, J.R. Hager, he actually does have some right front damage right there on the 18 to the Camry. See right there, right in the right front hood, but it's Bristol. You're gonna see they got quite a bit. Actually, the 26 also has some right front damage or something or other. But yeah, like I said, it's Bristol. You're gonna see a lot of beat up race cars, so this slade's over and done with. But as they're gonna double up here. For the restart, CJ Gates with the lead. Chase Berry on his outside. We haven't talked about Chase Berry much this season. I think it came in Auto Club was the first time I remember really seeing him. And he was kind of towards the front, but not a whole lot. Now he's up here. I think he was in the top 3 most of the race. No, there were 6 cars up there, but I'm going to change his number, so I'm not quite sure. But he's up here contending for the lead, and so is Jim Ott and Justin Wilson. They're up here quite a bit also. So the green flag is going to wave. They're in the restart zone. There they go. So CJ Gates on the jump. 11-game bump drive for the 58 going into the corner. CJ Gates clears the 11 machine for the race lead. Now here comes 11. He's going to try to pull a crossover. It looks low. This is for the race lead on lap 16. 13 has to run off the top. Can 11 try to just, he's got to get a good run off, but the outside lane always does that. So 13 actually hit the wall just there. Chase Berry still looking to try to gain that. Meanwhile, Justin Wilson got around Jim Ott. Now Jared Hager looks to get around Jim Ott. And some contact for the race lead. CJ Gates in the wall. And a spin back here for 4th. Jim Ott, Jared Hager with contact. They all managed to save it. Oh, and CJ Gates hit the wall again. That was insane. I think Chase Berry just kind of just got tight, stood up, got into the 13, got him sideways. They both hit he hit the wall. And then I'm not quite sure what happened behind them, but absolute chaos. It looks like they're all kind of fanned out now. We're going to take a look back at what happened there quickly if we can. Here's what happened coming off turn 4. It looks like... Oh, actually, that's the wrong corner. It was turn 2, I guess. It was turn 4. I just got it wrong. You see right here, he just kind of got tight. He slid up the track, just got into him. Got him a little bit sideways. He clipped the wall. Managed to actually gather it back up. Saved it. Cost him the race lead. Gave it to Chase Berry. But then back here, it looks like... Oh, I think the 3 thought that they were going to wreck, so came down across the nose Jared and just got them both sideways. They both finished to save it. Great save by everybody there. It was pretty chaotic, honestly, but everybody managed to save it and get it back up. Oh, sorry. Meanwhile, Chase Berry is still up front here. Justin Wilson now about half a second back. CJ Gates now falling back even more. Jim Ott. They got Blaze Tatum. There goes the 61 machine going on by. And Jared Hager fell back here. Down now Greg Floyd and Jason Barham. Jason Barham not going to go to the outside. Greg Floyd. Looks like he's going to get around. Here comes Jeffrey Meyer now. Right on board now, looking back at the 58 machine from the 11 machine, their current race leader. So we're officially now halfway in stage 1, and now a little bit further past that. So on board on the 58 machine, looking on at the race leader. I think it's catching him just a bit, maybe. He's running a kind of middle groove. It's very interesting, honestly. The banking here is also pretty intense. That's Logan's in the wall, but there is another trick though, and iRacing, unfortunately, is actually a thing. If you rub against the wall, you actually can, you know, make the corner better. You do get X's if you hit it hard enough. It does obviously damage your car, but it can make you go a lot faster. I've actually lost quite a few races, official races, because of that. It's pretty, you know, it's pretty annoying when you're the guy getting passed like that, or the guy that's pulling away from you like that. But it's bound for leading to fixed, and guy just completely dorsed him, you know, trying to pass him, then he rode the wall the rest of the way. So that wasn't any fun. But enough about that race. We're talking about this race. So Just Wilson now, still half second back. Jim Ott's actually moved into third. He got Ryan CJ Gates, his teammate. But he's 2 seconds back, so he's going to have to gain a lot of time if he wants to make any noise, if anything here. 61, Kenneth Stager now falling back. You got Blaze Tatum, J.R. Hager, and Jason Bearmall kind of clustered right there along with Roy Atchison, where Atchison actually hit the wall right there. So J.R. Hager's going to get around him now. He has a big run. Oh, some contact. And there's even more contact back here. Jason Bearmall to the inside wall. Spins sideways, manages to save it. No caution. 61 now is slow. And he's going to kind of a stop. And that brings out a caution. Oh, and some contact with the race leaders because he was sitting in the middle of the track. I don't know what he's doing. He just stopped in the middle of the racetrack. And that, yep, it almost caused the leaders to crash. It caused the caution. And that just changed everything. So to back at what happened, that was not a good idea by the 61 machine. Not quite sure what that was all about, but there was some contact between J.R. Hager and Roy Atchison, but then the 61 just came up the racetrack in front of the 83. Not quite sure what he was honestly doing. Like, he slid up and came right up in front of the 83. 83 goes for a slide, it hits the inside wall, manages to save it. He's on the apron, so there's no caution. And then all of a sudden, the 61 just kind of drives into the wall and then just stops. And then all of a sudden, here come the leaders. And actually, it looks like 26 actually hit him here. 26 right into him. And the leaders actually made a bit of contact trying to miss him. So, complete chaos because of that. Again, I'm not quite sure why he did that, but nevertheless, race of pit road. Chase Berry got off first. Just the most. Actually, Chase Berry stayed out. It looks like. It looks like Chase Berry stayed out. So. Yep, Chase Berry, Jim Ott, they both stayed out. Swim Machine is a lap down. So Just Wilson, he pitted. He's the first car with fresh tires. And third, Blaze Tatum, he also pitted. He came off fourth. Rich Meyer fifth. Kirk Floyd sixth. Kirk Sager seventh. CJ Gates eighth. And Jason Barham ninth. Looks like. Oh, sorry, actually, 26th is good Floyd. No, he's not. There's two Floyds. I forgot which one's. I'm pretty sure the 42 is Greg Floyd. He's Donald Floyd. Okay, I'm sorry. So I kept calling Greg Floyd. Greg Floyd's the 26 machine, and 42 is Donald Floyd. Okay. So, yeah. Chase Berry currently out front. He's led 21 laps here tonight after making a contact with CJ Gates for the race lead earlier. He's led 16, so. But we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back for the end of stage 1. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Welcome back live to Bristol Motor Speedway, race number 7 of the Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series. Going back, green flag racing for 9 laps left in stage 1. Jim Ott on the inside, Chase Berry on the outside. Green flag's out. Chase Berry with a great restart on the outside. Jim Ott's now stuck on the inside. Here comes Just Wilson now to the outside of Jim Ott. Blaze Tatum now sitting there in 4th looking on. Just Wilson now to the outside. It's preferred lanes. Make it around Jim Ott. Yes, he does. Jim Ott to 2nd. I think he hit the wall. Just pit there, but Jim Ott moves into second. Now they're racing really hard back here. Blaze Tate and CJ Gates almost made some contact, and almost some contact for the race lead. Blaze Tate, Justin Wilson now will pass the 11 machine Chase Berry for the race lead. He's still looking to try to go 3 in a row. He did a cycle a few weeks ago at Auto Club. Won stage 2 and won the race last week at Texas. And now they're 3 wide for second. He's also now cruising into stage 1 winning. Chase Berry now hits the wall. I guess staying out was not a good call because both the 11 and the 3 are falling back here. It's the 58. Cruises out to a big lead now, about a second gap back to second place. So just 5 laps left to go in stage 1. Actually, excuse me, no. We go 75 laps in stage 1, that's right. So that's my mistake, excuse me for that. But the 11 and the 13 now side by side. Again, the 3 and the 11 both stayed out under that caution. And as a caution, both of them right now. CJ Gates now moves into second. Blaze Tatum now trying to pass the 3 of Jim Ott for 4th. Jeffrey Meyer and the 11 machines in the wall. Jeffrey Meyer, J.R. Hager looking on. 23 got tight, almost set up into the 3 car. Now here was J.R. Hager, pass to Jeffrey Meyer. He'll get that move done. The 3 got kind of tight. I think he may hit the wall right there. 23 now looking to try to get around him. J.R. Hager, he's looking on. He's a big run, gets underneath Jim Ott. Now 23 is going to clear the 3. And he decided to block J.R. Hager. J.R. Hager now moves into 4th. Or excuse me, 5th. Blaze Tate now looking for 3rd around Chase Berry. Looks like he might just have him. Yes, he does. He's going to get into 3rd. J.R. Hager's in the back of Blaze Tate. He's going to move into 4th now. So yeah, the 3 and the 11 just falling back after that, after staying out into that caution. Good. And there's another caution. Oh, I guess that's the stage end, I'm guessing. Let me just see here. Yes, it is. No.
Oh, they said 75.
There was a miscommunication.
50-50, rest of the way.
Okay, so I guess, yeah. I guess they changed the stage caution, so they're going to do 50-50 and then 125. So lap 50 is end of stage 1, so that means Justin Wilson will pick up the very first stage win. CJ Gates 2nd, Blaze Tatum 3rd, J.R. Hager 4th, Chase Berry 5th, Jim Ott 6th, Jeffrey Meyer 7th, Kirk Seager 8th, Donald Floyd 9th, and Jason Barham will get the last driver to get points in that stage. So Justin Wilson again with another stage victory. Every single race he's been in so far has got at least 1 stage victory, so doing a pretty good job. As I'm going to see here, who goes on pit road first. So everybody's pitting here. CJ Gates pulls off first. Blaze Tatum looks like he's going to pull off 2nd. Chase Berry 3rd. Justin Wilson 4th. J.R. Hager 5th. So a bad pit stop by Justin Wilson. I mean, granted, he may be trying to get his damage fixed, but not exactly what he wanted. Yeah, pretty bad pit stop by Justin Wilson. He's going to come off. 17.95 second pit stop. Must have been getting damage fixed, but really long pit stop. It's going to cost him the race lead. Get the race lead back to CJ Gates. Blaze Tatum now in 2nd. Chase Berry 3rd. Justin Wilson, actually, I guess is 4th. I thought he fell back further than that, but it's not. J.R. Hager, he's in 5th, and Jim Ott back to 6th. But we're going to do a quick commercial break as we're as we're at the close of stage 1. We'll be right back for the start of stage 2. So don't go away. Be right back.
The car behind me is my Chili Bowl midget, the one that I won the Chili Bowl with. And what's interesting about that is it's actually the car that iRacing scanned that's going to be available to all the iRacing members out there.
We're back to Bristol Speedway. Pace car is pulled off, ready to get stage 2 underway. CJ Gates on the jump. 23 not with a great restart to knock him all the way back to third, looks like here, maybe even fourth. CJ Gates with a great restart. He's going to get to the lead as they all fan out now. That back straight away. Chase Berry up to second. Just Wilson now trying to pass Blaze Tatum for third. Now quickly get the job done. Blaze Tatum into the inside wall. Outside wall now down and hit the side of 58. So contact there for third. That's going to make him lose a bit of time. They're still side by side. It's going off turn 4. 58's back out of it. Now here comes Jared Hager now. Takes the opportunity, jumps to the outside of 58. Some pretty insane and intense races. 18's in the wall. Alright, we're now. Just Wilson now falls back to 5th. Meanwhile, Jay Hager now looking to try to gain on Blaze Tatum, who's trying to look for gain on Chase Berry. Everybody kind of single file right now, just trying to run their line to try to catch the guys in front of them and gain time, but and here comes Jerry Hager now, right behind Blaze Tatum. On the outside he goes. Has a preferred line. He's going to hit the outside wall, though. Can he get the job done? Yes, he does. So move J.R. Hager up to third. Blaze Tatum now also gets passed by Justin Wilson. Looks like J.R. Hager's going to use that wall trick to kind of bounce off the wall and gain time. It does pay off, as long as they don't damage the car too much. Get too many X's. That's what he's doing right now, so. And he stopped doing it right there, so. But Chase Berry, he's kind of catching CJ Gates just a bit. Remember, they were racing earlier for the lead when 11 got tight, set up into the 13, and put him in the wall by accident. They're actually both using that wall technique thingy. As they're all kind of bunched up here in the front, but a little bit of a gap back to Justin Wilson. And he got Blaze Tatum under fire from Jim Ott. And then you kind of got the rest of the field just spread out, so. And Jerry Hager, he kind of got a little bit too hot there, hit the wall, and actually cost him time. And CJ Gates down hitting the outside wall, so everybody's kind of bouncing off the wall to gain time. Not exactly the most, professional way to do it, but. Chase Berry now catching the 13 machine, though. He's right on his rear bumper. Question is, which lane is he going? Meanwhile, he's under fire for J.R. Hager at the same exact time, so. Look to the inside. Okay, the job done. He's still next to his door, though, so. Buff race lead is going to allow J.R. Hager now to gain lots of time. He's now right behind the 13. He's going to look to the outside of the 11. He gets to the outside of the 11. Now looks to try to gain second. Chase Berry is, going to fall back to third. Now maybe fourth. Just Wilson now jumps to his outside. So yeah, looks like Chase Berry's going to fall back to fourth here. Both guys in front just hit the outside wall. So now J.R. Hager saw exactly what happened in the 11. He's going to make sure he doesn't try to do the same exact thing, as he's actually going to run a little bit low. Off the corner right there, almost opened the door for 58, but he decided to back out of it. He's got to make sure, he's got to try to set up a pass to get to his outside, because you're going to have to, unless you pull a slide job, you can't really pass to the inside unless you're on fresh tires, which obviously they aren't. So he's going to have to either get an amazing run off the corner, hope that CJ gets a bad corner exit, as there's a lap car in the way. Greg Floyd, that's going to cause some havoc for the race leaders. Almost some contact there. Shader Hager now underneath the 13 CJ Gates for the race lead. There's Cyrus at the backstretch. Diggins, Justin Wilson out. Shader Hager now moves to the race lead. CJ Gates says the wall. It was Justin Wilson out of his inside. Shader Hager's going to lead that lap. First lap he's led all race. So with 25 laps left to go in stage 2, J.R. Hager now to the race lead. But the stage 1 winner is right there behind them. CJ Gates continues to hit the wall. It's going to cost them time. And J.R. Hager now hits the wall. That's going to open the door for Justin Wilson, except he kind of sent down the track. Justin Wilson almost got into him and decided to back out of it to keep from hitting him. J.R. Hager hit the wall again. If he wants to win the stage, he's got to limit his mistakes, as that will open the door for Justin Wilson, who we know has a really fast car. The only reason he's back there, but you got Donald Floyd now. The other Floyd as a lap car, kind of in the way. Here comes Justin Wilson. I think he thought about going to 3-wire right there. Decided better, but this is where CJ Gates lost the lead because of the lap car. Get the lead to J.R. Hager. Now could Justin Wilson do the same thing? No, he cannot. And a caution flag. Not quite sure the caution. Oh, there it is. Roy Atchison, 38 Bass Pro Shops Ford Mustang, almost said Fusion. He goes for a spin. We're going to take a look back at what happened to him. So in contact between him and the 61, it looks like. Coming off of turn 2, 61 gets tight, slides with the track. Actually, turn 4, excuse me. Gets into the left rear of the 88. He spins down the track, hits the inside wall, slides back up the track, facing backwards. Great job everybody to miss him, as some guys almost didn't. That's pretty close, but that was yeah. Right on board now with 61 machine. Gets up, tags him, and around goes the 88. So it looks like all the leaders pitted, and it looks like Jess Wilson actually got the lead off of pit road. That's what it looks like. Yep, so Jess Wilson going to take the lead away from J.R. Hager on pit road. So good pit stop by Jess Wilson. It was a whole 0.43 seconds faster. So it's going to move Jess Wilson up to the race lead. J.R. Hager in second, Jim Ott in third. Donald Floyd looks like in fourth. CJ Gates in fifth. Then you have Chase Berry, Blaze Tatum, and Kirk Sager trying out the top 8, but Jess Wilson out front here. Only 4 cautions here tonight, one of them being the stage end. At 18 caution laps, 6 total lead changes. Fastest lap being 15.140. That's Bristol laps pass in a matter of 15 seconds, so does not take very long at all. But there's the 58 machine rolling around there. P1, he won stage 1, looking to try to win stage 2, and maybe even pull the cycle like what he did at Auto Club. Pistol lights are off, getting ready to go back. Green flag racing here from Bristol. Pace car marks down on a pit lane, actually, some tire marks. And 58 is gone. Green flag is out. Justin Wilson with an amazing restart. Jared Hager now fell back to second. Under 5, Jim Ott, as there's actually almost some contact right there between the two of them. Alright, so here comes Jared Hager, though, right over bumper of the 58, Justin Wilson. He isn't backing down yet. Looks to the inside. It's going to be hard to pass, though, on the inside. He's got to tie this perfectly. Gets a little bit tight. The door off turn 2. Jared Hager, he's got to go hard into the corner. I hope he gets a good exit also. Almost some contact. Not quite able to make get it done. So Jared Hager now falls in behind Justin Wilson, excuse me. CJ Gates now sitting right there in P3 looking to check in on this action. And Jared Hager now falls a couple lengths behind Justin Wilson, with just 13 laps left to go in stage 2. Jared Hager wants this stage win. He's gotta give everything he's got. Try the wheels off that thing and try to catch him as we have 12 laps to go. Justin Wilson looking to try to repeat what he did at Auto Club. Win stage 1, win stage 2, and then claim the checkered flag at the end of the race. Meanwhile, Jared Hager now kind of on the fire from CJ Gates. Is not going to help him catch Justin Wilson by any means. So Jared's kind of falling back just a bit there from Justin. And he's starting to use the wall tactic to try to catch back up to him. As we're coming around, just 9 laps left to go in stage 2. Getting a bit of time right there. But I'm not quite sure if there's going to be enough. He's going to have to really, really catch him here soon. Not waste any time passing him if he wants to win this stage. We have 8 laps to go left in stage 2. I just don't think it's going to happen. Well, CJ Gates, Jim Ott down there for third, couple of teammates. No real battling going on besides any of that. As 26 is slowing up in front of 58, it's going to hold the 58 up. Here comes Jared Hager now. With just 7 laps left to go, Greg Floyd holds up the race leader as a laps car. That let Jared Hager catch him, but he couldn't really do anything with it because he kind of had to back off to keep him from turning him. Here comes Jared Hager, though. He's right there on the rear bumper now. He's looking for the stage victory, first stage victory of the season. He's going to look to the outside. Can't quite get there, though. 58, though, he's kind of leaving that outside a little bit open, honestly. So that if 18 kind of just jumps up out there, he can get a pretty good run. And, you know, get us outside. That's preferred lane. So if he can get us outside, that's exactly what he wants to do. As we have 4 laps to go now in stage 2. Will the 58 hold off to 18 and win the win the 5th stage of his career? Or Jared Hager finally pick up his first stage win of the season? He's kind of falling back just a bit, though. He kind of charges harder into the corner, but because he's doing that, he can't quite get as good of an exit, if I can say it correctly. Got a lap car up here, though. That's 88 where Atchison is going to stay to the bottom, out of the leader's way. Jared Hager now hits the outside wall. And, yeah, I think he's too far back now. Half second back with just 1 lap left to go in stage 2. Got Donald Floyd up here, though. A lapped car. Kind of in their way. He's going to hold up Jared Hager more than will Justin Wilson. So, out of turn 4, Jared Hager's going to try, but Justin Wilson will pick up stage number 2. There's the caution flag. Justin Wilson wins stage number 1 and 2. Looking to try to pull the cycle, winning stage 1, winning stage 2, winning the race. Like what he did at Auto Club. So he's led 31 laps here tonight. Take a look at your stage results, top to bottom. They're supposed to pick up the win. Jared Hager in 2nd, Jim Ott 3rd, CJ Gates 4th, Chase Berry rounds out the top 5. Blaze Tatum, he came 6th in that stage. Jeffrey Myers 7th, Jason Barham 8th, Kirk Sage at 9th, and Donald Floyd, the last driver, getting points. There's the rest of the field that did not receive stage points, as pit stops are not happening. Chase Berry is actually going to stay out. So interesting call by Chase Berry. He will stay out and I believe gain the race lead if I'm not mistaken. As no, actually he's gonna pull down in front of the leaders. I guess they had made the rule that you have to enter like the real life rule, which means you have to enter on the back stretch pit road and then come out on the front stretch pit road. But I guess 11 did not receive that information because he did not do that. So as Jim Ott slides in his pit stall along with Justin Wilson, some great pit stops by the leaders. We're going to see here who pulls off pit road first. 18 is away, the 11's away, the 3's away. And again, Justin Wilson is going to fall back several positions on pit road. Not quite sure what he's doing, but another really slow pit stop for the 58 machine. He actually may follow the top 10, it looks like here. He is really far back. As we're going to see here, he's actually going to back down pit road. He's in 8th position, so not quite sure why he's pitting so long and why he's going back down pit road, but looks like he will. Meanwhile, Chase Berry is actually going to pick up the race lead. Granted, he kind of went in front of everybody before entering pit road, so I can only guess that he's going to get a black flag. But if not, then that's kind of, that's kind of cheap considering he passed the whole field, broke the rule that you're supposed to enter on the back stretch, and pulled out in front. So, I'm not quite sure if he's officially a race leader or not, but meanwhile, Kenneth Sager get his lap back along with Greg Floyd. Atchison already in his lap back. So yeah, Justin Wilson actually back here. He is in 9th place right now, so he's at 120 laps roughly though to gain back all his positions. So, and he definitely has a fast car to do it. Led 32 laps here so far. If I'm not mistaken, that's the most amount of laps led. As I'm gonna take a look at your current running order. As actually green flag's out, Chase Berry is gone. I didn't know his pace car lights are off, but yeah, Chase Berry, he'll get the lead. Kenneth Sager must have stayed out or something because he's down 2nd, and he's gonna slow up and let Jim Ott by. And Jared Hager goes by, and now they're all on a big shovel back here. It's not gonna be good. Oh, and there goes the 40 and the 50 around. Cautions out once again. Now it's off the nose of Jason Barron. He's gonna get back in the back of them. 26 piles in. The 88 got some damage. And a big stack up here at Bristol. I think that was all caused just by the 40 having old tires or something or other. He just kind of checked up. And Jason Merritt got into the back and turning down into the 50 machine. And that's what caused that accident. Here, watch it here as it unfolds. Yeah, you see right there. 83 got in the back of the 40. I don't think he expected him to check up that much. And that caused the 50 to go around, and the 88 kind of got a bit of damage. 83 piles in. Once again, 26 piles in. So, I just don't really think that Jason Barron kind of expected him to check up that much. So I'm right on board with him now. You see he's going along right, and then right in the back when he goes, turns 50. 80 definitely got some damage from that, and then he kind of piled it in once again, so quite a bit of damage for the 88 Justin Barham. 83, excuse me. 88 also got some damage from that. And, so quite a few cars involved from that one. Meanwhile, Chase Berry is still currently a race leader after, kind of, having interest when I get to lead. I guess they made a rule they're supposed to enter in the backstretch like there is in real life under caution, and then go around the pit road. I guess he didn't receive the word of that, and so he ended up entering on the front stretch pit road past the whole field, and that's how he got the lead. So kind of odd, but we'll go with it. But, so yeah, he's your race leader. Jim Ott in second. Then you've got J.R. Hager right there in third. Cheesy Gates fourth, but he's taking fifth. Just Wilson already up to sixth after that wreck. And you see Kenneth Stager, maybe he's a couple laps down now. Donald Floyd also a couple laps down. Jeffrey Meyer, Jason Barber still getting his damage fixed. I think he may actually be a lap down. And actually, he's going to disconnect, it looks like. So, Jason Barham is no more. Meanwhile, the physical lights are going to go off this time. And now we'll get the green flag will once again wave. As we've already had 6 cautions here tonight. 2 of them being for stage cautions. And the other 4 being for wrecks. Had 7 different lead changes so far, so pretty exciting one here tonight. Chase Berry, he's actually led 33 laps, so he's actually led more laps, I believe, than 58. Yes, just by 1. So Chase Berry back out front here at Bristol. And physical lights are back on, actually, so we're going to, let me just quickly, oh, no, I guess, either that it was a delayed green, or I was just miscounted. But physical lights will go off this time, and we'll be back green flag racing with just about 125 laps left to go. The Virginias is plural because it's West Virginia and Virginia. That's why Virginia is plural on the iRacing club thingy. Because they don't do it just by state, they do it by region sometimes, so. Hi, Tellen. But meanwhile, pace lights are off this time. And field's in the hands of Chase Berry, and he goes. Jim Ott goes with him. J.R. Hager, a bit of a delayed start, but he's going to get it on rolling. So the top 2 now separate just a bit. Just Wilson, I think, may have gotten the back of CC Gates. Is there just a bit. Jerry Hager was in the 3rd. And CC Gates is going to get tight. Cuts off the nose of 58. Just Wilson now up to 5th. And gets blocked by the 13 machine. 18 gets in the wall just a bit. Jim Ott right in the middle of that. The top 3 all kind of separated just by 2/10 of each other. Well, just Wilson now looks to get around that 13 as he does. 13 hits the outside wall. And so CJ Gates now going to fall back to 5th. Just Wilson from 9th to 4th there. And there's 2 restarts. So Chase Berry still out front here. With 110 laps left to go. He's led 39 laps here. As soon as he comes around, it'll be 40. So again, interesting way to get the lead. But he got it and hasn't looked back since. So as we're right on board now. Looking back from the rear of Chase Berry at the number 3 machine, Jim Ott and J.R. Hager. Look how close Jim Ott is getting to the outside wall. Right, I don't know if you saw it right there in turns 1 and 2. But he got right next to the wall. Couldn't even fit like a paperclip between him and that wall. He was so close. But looks like Chase Berry is kind of pulling away just a bit as to say that Jim Ott makes a hard charge. But yeah, kind of still even. J.R. Hager's falling back from 3rd though. He's hitting the wall and having kind of a bit of a tough time, but Jim Ott actually is now kind of just slightly catching the Chase Berry ever so slightly. He's gaining a bit there, losing a bit there, so. Jim Ott right there in the rear bumper of Chase Berry. He's looking to try to gain. Greg Floyd, the 26 machine, is a lap car in the way. As Chase Berry is going to kind of get held up by it, trying to pass him. Now there's a lap car between the two leaders. Jim Otto is going to get around him fairly easily. Now J.R. Hager and Justin Wilson will try to go around him now. The inside he goes, Greg Floyd down on the wall. Costs 58 to check up a bit. He's actually on a pretty good run now. J.R. Hager there for third. Justin Wilson looking for third underneath J.R. Hager. They're both the second back from the race leaders, exactly, actually. J.R. Hager able to hold them off for now. 58 makes another hard charge. Well, up front, Jim Ott, right in the rear bumper of Chase Berry, with just under 100 laps left to go. Kind of staying even right now, though. I feel like Jim Ott's kind of catching him just a bit, but not a whole lot. And what J.R. Hager and Justin Wilson want them to do is they want them to race side by side, so that way they can catch him again. But it's as I say that, here comes Jim Ott now to the inside of Chase Berry. I'm gonna see if he was able to pull it off. He's a nose ahead of him going to turn 3, but I think 11's gonna have to run off. Yes, he does. So Chase Berry gonna hold off. The 3-3 actually checked up quite a bit right there. I think he didn't know. It's gonna also, that's another thing. When you go into the corner here at Bristol with the bank in the way it is, you can't see the guy on your outside. So you go to that corner, you don't know if you're gonna slide up into him and put them in the wall and have them get mad at you, or if you're actually gonna be able to pull off the move. That's why spotters are really important here at Bristol. But Chase Berry is still holding off right now, Jim Ott, but J.R. Hager now has caught Jim Ott on bringing along Justin Wilson. So got about a 4-car battle here for the race lead. And you got a bit of a gap back to CJ Gates, who's battling with Blaze Tatum, and got a couple of lap cars throughout the field there. But Chase Berry is still out front here at Bristol, and J.R. Hager's on the outside wall. And third is going to give room to the 58 to try to go around him, but he can't quite. J.R. Hager almost got the outside wall again right there at turn 4. He's going to get it right there in turn 1, but Chase Berry so far led 57 laps. He's just under fire now from the 3 of Jim Ott. Jim underneath him can't quite pull off the move. Once again, though, it's going to leave the door open for J.R. Hager to try to get around him. J.R. Hager now looks to the outside of Jim Ott for second. He has a preferred lane on the outside, but he has 11 in front of him, kind of boxing him in just a bit. As Jim Ott has the advantage going into turn 1. J.R. Hager gets a good run, bounces off the wall, clears the 3. Now he's going to try to set up a pass on Chase Berry, goes to the inside. And so contact now. J.R. Hager slides up into the 11, gets around him though. J.R. Hager to the race lead. Jim Ott now trying to go into second. Justin Wilson trying to follow suit. Chase Berry goes from first to fourth. Just a little bit of time now. J.R. Hager not under fire from Jim Ott. You got Justin Wilson right there also. J.R. Hager bounces off the wall. Uses the same tactic. Gets a great run off the corner. Clears Jim Ott. Now Justin Wilson looking to try to go around Jim Ott. All of a sudden, it turned into complete chaos at the front as 58 now 3 are now side by side. But we got a lap car of Kirk Sagan up here, number 40, McDonald's Ford Mustang. Justin Wilson moves into second now. J.R. Hager now gets held up by that 40 machine. Another 3 wide for the race lead. 58 wisely backs out of it. 18 hits the wall. So Greg Floyd is going to go low out of the way of the race leaders. And as I say that, he's actually going to slap the track. Holds up the 58 and the 3. Gets it down to the wall to boot. And that's going to spread out the field quite a bit. The top few leaders here actually, they're side by side, but J.R. Hager trying to still hold off Justin Wilson, who has had a really fast car all day. I mean, all night really, but it seems like the 58 is definitely faster. It's just that You know, Bristol's a really hard place to pass. He's got to set up that pass absolutely perfectly. Get the run off the corner. You got to slide job into the corner. And the next one at least. So J.R. Hager on the outside wall. Just a bit there. He's led 12 laps so far here tonight. And that may not last long. Justin Wilson is all over him looking for this race lead. He wants to pull the cycle. He wants to go 3 in a row. But he's going to have to go through J.R. Hager to get there. Now Jim Ott now all the back over the 58 looking to try to gain spots. Meanwhile, you got Donald Floyd and Rory Atchison, a couple of lap cars right in front of these guys. J.R. Hager gets held up by the 42. Has to go to the inside. This is going to allow the 58 a great run. Here goes 58. To the inside. J.R. Hager to the outside wall. Justin Wilson out to the race lead. Jim Ott now into second. And he's going to slap the track. Gets into the 18. 18 hits the outside wall. And just like that, J.R. Hager goes from first to third. Because of a lap car. And I think now he's kind of gotten mad. He's gone right in the rear bumper of the 3 car for a second. I don't think the 18 is going to be too happy with what the 3 did to him either. As now he's going to look to his outside. Can't quite pull off the move there, but he's still looking on the outside. Gets the outside Jim Ott. And I think he's going to have him right here. But now, while these guys are battling for the race lead, that's allowing Justin Wilson to pull away just a bit. So J.R. Hager moves in a second and hits the outside wall now. Then here comes the 3 Jim Ott to the outside. Almost some contacts. Jim Ott now back to second. And meanwhile, these guys are battling so hard for second place. Justin Wilson is just driving off into the moonset, as J. Hager would say. Or J.R. Hager. As Gerald Waltrip would say. Here comes J.R. Hager. Bumper to the back of the 3. They're actually still keeping up though with Justin Wilson, surprisingly. The 18 seems to only be fast because he's kind of using that wall to turn. I mean, it pays off. It damages the car quite a bit, but it does pay off. As you see right there, he gets a big run on the exit of the corner. He's just got to try to set up a pass on the outside of Jim Ott. He's going to get a little bit tight right there, sit up. It's a bit too much. He got the wall off turn 4 right there. So we still have about 75 laps left to go. I believe they might have to actually pit here sometime in this near future. Meanwhile, J.R. Hager just got in the back of Jim Ott. He's using that wall to turn, but it's going to damage his car quite a bit after a while if he keeps doing that. So he's got to be pretty careful. They're catching Justin Wilson again, though. J.R. Hager is looking to try to get around Jim Ott. I think chased on Justin Wilson back for the race lead. He kind of got screwed by a lap car. Gets the inside. Jim Ott can't get pull and move off though. There's just 70 laps left to go. They're actually catching Justin Wilson quite a bit. 18 bumps to 3 again, letting him know he's just there. Here comes the 3 for the race lead. Looking to the outside of the 58, but J.R. Hager is still all in the back of the 3. Bumps to 3, hits the wall, looks to the inside, can't quite get there though. The 3, I think he's kind of learning that he's going to take his line away. 18 bumps to 3 once again. And he's going to hit the 3 pretty hard that time. Even gave some rear damage to the 3 car. As 3 now all the back over the 58. Can't quite make the move right there though. And this is Bristol. It's a short track racing. Don't be surprised if there's a spin for the win or, you know, a bump to pass or like that right there. Bump to the back of the 3 once again. 18 to the inside. He's going to try to pull a slide job here. Into the corner. He's going to get tight. Slides up. Gets into the 3. Some contact, but managed to save it. I continued on, but I gained a lot of time for Justin Wilson. I gained quite a bit of time with that move by J.R. Hager there. So Justin Wilson catching. Alright, dude is gaining time on these guys, so he's got to be pretty careful though to not keep doing that. These guys, if they want to, if they want to have a great shot to win this race, they got to make sure that they figure it out who's gonna be in second, because otherwise they're gonna let that 58 car pull away. I think J.R. Hager's faster because he's hitting that wall. He gets back to the 3 again. He's gonna kind of impatient. But he has to get to the outside. Unfortunately for him, though, the 3 is kind of still there. Almost some contact right there. Almost got right hooked the 3 in. As J.R. Hager bounced off the wall, got right to his right rear, and lifted off. Because he knew he was going to hit him as he hits the outside wall out of turn 4 again. Jim Mott gained just a bit of time on Justin Wilson. Justin Wilson now has an 88. Atchison has a lap car in the way just a bit. 88 is going to drop low, gets out of the way. So nice move by him to try to gap it. So 18 still bumping the 3, but every chance he gets, it seems like. Only 6 cars on the lead lap. So here comes J.R. Hager with a big run. Looks to the inside of the 3. Can't quite make it. Kirk Sargent now has a lap car. He's going to go a little out of the way. There's J.R. Hager again. We're going to bump with the 3. Can't quite pull it off, though. And actually, right there, he did. Got around the 3 car. Not quite sure what happened to the 3, but he got around the 3. So move J.R. Hager now up to second. Now he's going to look to try to charge to catch. As actually looks like Jim Mott might actually pit here. So Jim Mott is going to pit. And that'll probably trigger some pit stops. Actually, Just Wilson pitted. We missed that. So Just Wilson on pit row. Actually going to put the lead back to J.R. Hager. J.R. Hager now drops down. He's going to try to pit. It's a tough pit road to get down onto. And it looks like he's going to make it. So make sure not to speed. J.R. Hager down pit road. Just Wilson and Jim Ott. Still on pit road. Actually, Just Wilson looks like he's going to pull out now. Here comes Jeffrey Meyer down pit road. Jim Ott now comes off pit road. Here goes Justin Wilson. We're going to see if he passes J.R. Hager here or not. Oh, yeah, he definitely did. He gained a lot of time with that pit stop right there. Ahead of J.R. Hager. So, CJ Gates staying out, it looks like, at the moment. Donna Floyd now going to try to enter pit road. So CJ Gates continues to stay out right now. He's still your race leader, but he's going to have to pit shortly. Just Wilson in second. Jim Ott third. J.R. Hager fourth. So CJ Gates continuing to stay out. All he's doing, though, is because he has lap tires, he's honestly just kind of, losing time by staying out. Unless it goes down to fuel mileage, which it obviously won't. Because it's only 50 laps to go pretty shortly, so all you can do right now is just kind of hope for a caution, because that's about the only chance he honestly has right now of doing that. It's the 11 Chase Berry with fresh tires goes on by, gets his lap back. Here comes CJ Gates now down pit road. Pretty nice pit entrance. That's going to give the lead back over to Justin Wilson. He's going to cross the stripe, move himself back up to P1. So that's going to move J.R. Hager, actually. He's in second now. I guess he got around Jim Ott, but he's 3.5 seconds back as Greg Floyd hits the wall. That's the lap car. So, yeah, he's actually a lot. He's even further back than that, it looks like. J.R. Hager, okay, he's 2.2 seconds back, so he's going to have to really, really fly to catch back up. Actually, he's 3.5 seconds back, like I said earlier. So, Jerry Hager, he's going to have to really, really fly. If he wants to catch Justin Wilson with just under 50 laps to go, it's going to be really tough. But he's going to try to accept the challenge. You got to go for it. He's a couple lap fresher tires than Justin Wilson. Meanwhile, the ticker is still kind of sorting itself out. So there's Justin Wilson at the stripe. There's Sugar here at the stripe. So 1.8 second gap now. As you see more lap traffic for the 58 to try to maneuver around the 40 and the 42 here. 40, what's the 58 goes by? The 58 go by. The 42 now in front of him now. Jerry Hager's also going to have to go around the lap traffic, so all about who gets through the lap traffic the fastest. .58 goes around the 42 now. Just a 1.5 second gap between the 58 and the 18. Looks like he kind of stopped bouncing off the wall to turn. He kind of stopped, using that wall tactic. So, pure driving now. You see right there, you see the 18 in the picture of the 58. If you look at it, there's 58, there's the 18 right there. So, 18 is actually gaining time on him. He was about 3.5 seconds back, and he just, he's driving wheels off that thing right now. He's got to try to catch him here soon, though, because there's only 40 laps left to go next time by. So, if he wants to have any chance of this win, he's got to really catch him. He's gonna catch him soon, because he's definitely gonna need time to try to pass him. So, but actually, right now he's gonna fall back just a bit. The 58 was kind of saving his tires there. Now he's going for it. 18 now falling back. And watch, as soon as he sees that, he's going to start using that wall tactic to try to gain more time. He's going to go to the inside of the 42, who's a lap car. 42 not going to give him much room. 42 into the wall. And the 3 almost gets in the back of him, but does not quite. Now the 18 to the wall. 3 Jim Ott goes around 18 J.R. Hager for second. Goes around the 26 of a lap car, Greg Floyd. And Jim Ott now into second. But that right there, all that chaos cost them another second behind Justin Wilson. So as long as the caution doesn't come out or something crazy doesn't happen to Justin Wilson, I think he might have this one in the bag. It looks like somebody's pitting at Roy Atchison, who I believe is a couple laps down. Kirk Citrix also down pit road. He's 5 laps down, so make that 6 now. But Justin Wilson out from the 2.5 second gap roughly. Back to Jim Ott, the number 3 car. The 2 guys, it seems like all season, as soon as 58 showed up, these 2 have been the fastest since then. They weren't going to disappoint tonight either. Justin Wilson, your Stage 1 and Stage 2 winner, looking to try to be the winner of the race also. With 24 laps left to go. Meanwhile, J.R. Hager had probably his best run of the season. He's sitting there in P3. He had a pretty good run out Phoenix, but actually got the race lead before getting a black flag, sending back to the back. And I think he spun and wrecked, so couldn't really recover. But Jim Ott is catching Justin Wilson just a bit, but I just don't think he's gonna have enough time. There's not that many. You may think 30 laps is quite a bit, but at Bristol, that's quite honestly like nothing. So. Right there, they kind of kept it even, actually. It's gained ever so slightly, but again, 2 second gap. I just don't think it's going to be enough for Jim Ott to catch Justin Wilson and try to pass him with 30 laps left to go. Gained a lot of time right there. Maybe that was just scoring didn't kind of be messed up. So Justin Wilson actually is about to get passed by Atchison, who just pitted it. He was 6 laps down, so that's probably why he's losing quite a bit of time, because he's got a lap car who's trying to pass him right now. But again, I just don't think there's going to be enough time unless Justin Wilson makes a huge mistake or Jim Ott really just shows something out of nowhere and gains a ton of time, because there's not many laps left. 28 laps left to go, so Greg Floyd, lap car right there. And a caution flag. This changes everything. Oh, and a wreck between the 23 and the 61, it looks like. Take a look back at what happened there. It's a huge change, though. I mean, this is gonna be pretty crazy. Just look back at what happened here. Looks like the 23 just kind of went down the track, clipped the apron, stood up the track, hit the outside wall, spun down into the inside wall, bounced off the inside wall, and actually, I guess he didn't get 61 did not get involved. I just saw 61 there, but so a single car spin down the backstretch at Bristol, been out the, I believe, 8th caution of the night. Seventh caution of the night, excuse me. So we have 12 lead changes also, but I believe pit stops are going to start happening here. So yeah, all the leaders on pit road if I can find them. There's Jared Hager. There's Jim Ott. Justin Wilson will come off pit road first. Jim Ott off second. Jerry Hager off third. Jay Sperry, he's going to be in fourth. I think that's it, so. So 25 laps left to go here at Bristol. So, go back green, I believe it'll be 23 to green, or 23 to go. So, it's going to be pretty exciting, I feel like. We may have another caution or two, but certainly, I think it'll be a good finish and a good run to the end. So, Justin Wilson out front. Pitch lights are off. And so there goes the lapped cars, getting the wave rounds. But Justin Wilson at front, he's currently led 83 laps, will be 84 when he comes back around. So pretty dominant performance by Justin Wilson once again. But Jim Ott, Jared Hager, Chase Perry, those guys looking to try to take that away from him. With just a handful of laps left to go here. Pace car and with the whole from down on the pit lane. There he goes. And the green flag waves. Justin Wilson gone. Jerry Hager with a bad restart. Chase Berry pushing Jim Ott. So Jerry Hager going to fall back to fourth here. Meanwhile, Justin Wilson out front. Let's come around with just 21 laps left to go here. 21 laps to go. Jim Ott still right there in second with Chase Berry. Behind him, Jared Hager also behind him, but he's going to have to really, really gain time if he wants to get up here. Chase Berry right behind Jim Ott. Jim Ott looking to try to catch Justin Wilson, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. 20 laps to go. He's going to have to show something out of nowhere because I just think Justin Wilson is the fastest car on track right now. 19 laps to go here at Bristol. Race summary so far here. We've had 206 laps completed, 7 cautions for 34 laps, 12 lead changes. We have 18 laps left to go. Jim Ott, though, is catching Justin Wilson meanwhile for 3rd place. Here it looks underneath Chase Berry. Some net code right there. Between the 18 and the 11. 11 manages to save it. Great save by him. That's going to cost both of them some time. Meanwhile, Jim Ott, all the rear bumper of Justin Wilson. Looking to try to make a last-ditch effort for this race win. Jim Ott, he's been up here all race long, but hasn't been in the lead at all. He's not really led a single lap, so he's looking to try to, you know, get around this 58 car. Has been pretty dominant all night long, and you know, take away that chance of Justin going doing the cycle for the 2nd time in the last 3 weeks, and also going 3 weeks, going to win 3 races in a row. If he does win this race, it'll be 3 wins in a row. You pull off the cycle for the 2nd time in 3 weeks, and just, yeah, pretty much dominant. Pretty much dominant in the end. As Jim Ott almost in the back of him, right there. And he had to check up right there. I don't think he expected the 58 to check up that much right there. But yeah, they're coming around in just a few laps, so just 10 laps to go. So if they want to do something, they've got to do it now. Jim Ott still right behind Justin Wilson. 12 to go here at Bristol. All of 3 minutes will be how long between now and the finish. There's 3 minutes, anything can happen, but I think Justin Wilson, he's kind of pulling away just a bit for Jim Ott. Jim's going to have to really pull someone out of nowhere to try to catch him, unless the late race caution comes out, because that does happen sometimes, especially at Bristol. People get antsy towards the end of the race, and you know, they try to make a move that may not pay off, and could change the outcome of the race. 10 laps left to go here at Bristol. For Justin Wilson, he's just pulling away from Jim Ott. I just don't think Jim Ott can really catch him in time, but what's really close is this battle for 3rd right now. That's the only thing I think that would probably cause a caution. J.R. Hager, we've seen him be aggressive all night long. You even saw some contact there the last battle. Last time I looked back at this battle. J.R. Hager all the way back from the 11. Guys go underneath them. We're just 9 laps left to go. Yeah, sorry, excuse me. 8 laps left to go. Jim Ott now a half-second back behind the leader. It's Drake Floyd, number 26 machine. There's a laps car. He's slow and in the way to the leaders just a bit. And then that's the wall. 7 laps left to go here. Jim Ott falling a half-second behind Justin Wilson, so there's no real possible way that he could catch back up to him. J.R. Hager now on the outside wall. Manages to save it. If that had been a caution right there, it would have been like a 1-lap shootout. It would have been really exciting, but manages to save it, so he's going to hold his 4th place, but I don't think he's going to have anything for Chase Berry. Meanwhile, 5 laps left to go here at Bristol. Justin Wilson, the race leads, but he's now spinning out as a lap car. Jim Ott there in 2nd. If caution comes out now, the race will officially be over. Chase Berry there in 3rd, under fire for J.R. Hager. Everything happens so fast here at Bristol, it's hard to keep up with it. J.R. Hager, he wants his 3rd place badly. And we've seen so far that he's not afraid to pull a bit of a bump and run, or even slide up and, you know, kind of rub him up just a bit around the cage. But for the 4 laps to go here, 11's on the wall. Here comes 18. Looks to the inside. Jim Ott, though, whoa! Jim Ott, I believe, just got damaged. He was in 2nd place, and he's gonna fall back. And if it wasn't so close in the race, I would look back at the replay. We'll look at the replay after the race. But, wow. So, out of 2nd place, Jim Ott has issues, falls way back through the field. That gives 2nd place to Chase Berry. 1 lap to go here from Bristol. Just half-mile left for Justin Wilson. Meanwhile, back here in 2nd, J.R. Hager is sending it. Gets in the back of the 11. Some more contacts. And J.R. Hager is drifting. Manages to save it. Bumps the 11 one more time. Can't quite get there. Justin Wilson picks up the win for the 3rd week in a row at Bristol. Chase Berry second, just J.R. Hager third, C.J. Gates fourth, Jim Ott rounds out the top 5 after some contact or something there that caused that one. So Justin Wilson, for the 3rd week in a row, wins the race. He's also going to pull the cycle here at Bristol. Congratulated bump by the 3 of Jim Ott. As they're doing their laps here, we're going to take a quick look back at what happened to Jim Ott there. Very, very interesting. With just a handful of laps left to go. What happened to him? Oh, it looks like he just got tight and got into the outside wall. With just a few laps left to go, hit the outside wall, then hit the inside wall, and that cost him a ton of spots. Went from 2nd to 5th right there, so tough break for him. Meanwhile, Justin Wilson burning him down here with Chase Berry also there. So 3rd week in a row. For 3rd week in a row, Justin Wilson picks up the win at Motorsports Xfinity Series. And we'll be right back after this. These messages for some interviews with your top finishers of the race.
I want to leap over buildings, want to fly over the shores, faster than a lightning flash, rushing through the cool night air. So start ignition, count to 0. I just wanna be a superhero. With fearless thoughts, emotions swirl. I wanna be the man that saves the world.
Welcome back live to Bristol Motor Speedway for Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series post-race interviews. Coming up here in just a moment. First, we're going to interview our third place finisher, J.R. Hager. J.R. Hager, do you have a copy?
Yep.
So, yeah, J.R., I saw you there in the front most of the race. We saw you lead some laps. You came close to winning stage 2 there, I believe, for a little while. You were using kind of a wall tactic to try to gain time there versus the other guys. But just tell us how your race went there tonight.
Well, I really shouldn't be in third. I should be a little ways back because, like you said, the wall tactic, that was all messed up, and we'll go ahead and give Jim third. And it was a good race overall. Couple cautions here and there. I don't think there was very many incidents in it. I think there was a lot of spins, but that last caution actually made it a little bit interesting on the way that it all kind of worked out, because and then whenever everybody decided to pit on the backstretch for some reason, and yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting the way everything was working out. I saw 11 there. He accidentally pitted and ended up the race lead from it earlier in the race. But just any shout outs you want to give?
Rory for putting all these up, and you for broadcasting.
Okay, JR, thank you for your time. Have a good night. Alrighty, so that was J.R. Hager, your third place finisher here from Bristol, number 18 machine. First time I've actually talked to him all season long. So a great run for J.R. There today. Take a look. Your second place finisher, Chase Berry. J.R. Hager actually 16 laps. Chase Berry, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I do.
So yeah, Chase sat there much of the night, lived 59 laps. This is a pretty good number out of the 225 you're ran here tonight. I saw you make some contact with 13 CJ Gates earlier in the race with the race lead, and you were able to hold it for quite a long time after that. End up coming out with a second place finish after a pretty good run here tonight. So any thoughts on the race?
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I didn't mean to get in the 13er there. I slid up and kind of overdrove it and hit him. I'm sorry, CJ, if you're out there listening. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty wild watching you and the other guys there, J.R. Hager, there battling towards the end, and Jim Ott was up there, Justin Wilson. Everybody kind of clumped together for quite a while. It was pretty exciting watching up here in the booth. But any shots you want to give?
Yeah, I do. I got to give a shout out to Jim Ott. He raced good all night. He helped me get better, and Justin Wilson, doing good. And I got this song. I told Jim I'd sing it. It's I'm tearing down the walls with I'm in Bristol. It's a blah 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 blah. I'm done.
It's a beautiful song. But all right, Chase. Thank you for talking on us, and have a good night.
All right, we'll do.
Alrighty, so that was your second place finisher, Chase Berry, number 11 machine, coming out second place. You have leading 59 laps here tonight. Now it's time, the moment we've all been waiting for. Justin Wilson, the race winner. Justin Wilson, do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
So, Justin, third week in a row, we've been talking to you in Victory Lane. Pretty dominant performance you've had now the last 3 weeks in a row. Pulled the cycle once again here, winning stage 1, winning stage 2, and the race, leading 106 of the 225 laps. Pretty great battling there for much of the race for the lead between you, Jim, JR, and Chase there. Just we saw you have some issues on pit road there for a couple times, but just any thoughts on the race after the third week in a row you've won?
Well, this race was, I wasn't the fastest car by no means. Chase and Jim were definitely a lot faster. They were able to run that high line, which I wasn't able to do, but I found something in the middle lane, which really helped me. The three of us had a great race. I'm not even going to include him on a good race. He was exploiting the track the whole race. And that's disrespectful for everybody that's out here, but I'm not going to go into that. But Jim and Chase, especially there at the end with Jim, that was fun. We had a great battle. I just had to find a line that he wasn't running, and which was like running at mid-high, so I kind of blocked his high line. So it was just a matter of him trying to find a way to pass me, and it ended up messing him up and trying to find something, which sucks because we were kind of hoping for like a 1-2-3 teammates finish. But I think a 1-2. I mean, Chase did really well here, and it's really good here.
Yeah, certainly. It was a lot of great battle in there, especially with the lap cars. They're kind of throwing a toss-up with where they were going to go, and sometimes they were hitting the wall and whatnot. So really exciting to watch up here in the booth. Another great run for you, winning the 3rd week in a row. So thoughts on next week?
I don't even know what next week's race is, but we'll be there. We'll be ready to go, and see what the track gives us.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Richmond, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah. So any shout-outs you want to give?
Yeah, just my buddies, Jim and Chase, man, they're really good friends. I enjoy racing when they make racing really fun. Roy for letting us run, and we had that race that we did yesterday. It was eventful, but yeah. I mean that was good. Thank you for putting the show on, and catch y'all next week.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for your time, Justin, and congratulations again.
Thank you, Ben.
Alrighty, so that is your race winner, Justin Wilson, the 3rd week in a row, pulling off the victory here after pulling off the cycle, actually, winning stage 1 and 2, off of 106 laps. So that'll do it for here tonight for interviews. I believe, yes, I'll do it here tonight for interviews. So Justin Wilson will pick up the race win. Take a look at your results, top to bottom here. Justin Wilson picks up the race win for the 3rd week in a row. Pretty dominant performance the last few weeks by him. Chase Berry, he'll come out in 2nd. Jerry Hager 3rd. CJ Gates in 4th. Jim Ott, he'll round out the top 5. Blaze Tatum, he finishes 6th. Donald Floyd 7th, 3 laps down. Also Blaze Tatum as well. Jeffrey Meyer also 3 laps down in 8th. Kirk Sager 9 laps down in 9th. Roy Atchison runs the top 10 at 6 laps down. Kenneth Sager 8 laps down. He's going to finish 11th. Kirk Floyd 12th. Jason Barham 13th. I saw him get involved in quite a few wrecks earlier on. Got a lot of damage, and eventually, I guess, he pulled off for the end of the night. So that'll do it for the race results here, top to bottom here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Appreciate y'all for watching tonight's broadcast here at Bristol for the 7th race at Atchison Motorsports Xfinity Series Season 1 for 225 laps at this 0.5-mile oval. Next week we had a Richmond Raceway, and they changed their name recently, so I gotta make sure I get used to that. But Richmond Raceway for another short track night race. If I'm not mistaken, if it's under the lights, but I could be mistaken on that one. But yes, appreciate y'all watching tonight's stream. If you liked it, make sure you always hit that like button and subscribe button for more racing. We appreciate you all for watching, and have a good night.